Ladies and gentlemen, today it's an epic sim video. It's been a while since I covered the game. I'm not gonna lie, I've just been taking a short break. But you know what? Now we're back. We got some good old new character preview. Okay, and this time it's a pretty fire character because we see Swift FLAGBEARER SIGRET. It's a SIGRET, ML version, right? We already have an ML version. This I don't even think this is an ML SIGRET. I think this is just a different limited SIGRET probably. But yeah, we are so early. It's still unlisted. Yeah, got the link anyway though, but in any case, let's just check out what this character is all about. It's 4 minutes. That's how long the entire video is. So she's probably going to be involved in like slower teams is what I'm guessing, or maybe they'll just show us like 5 cleave teams. But let's just jump in and see what this new SIGRET's all about.
Don't blame me if you get hurt. Rally
Her voice doesn't sound like SIGRET. What the hell? Okay.
up, everyone. Where the banner leads, you
Alright, okay. Another race car aesthetic type character. So this is probably, in the same universe as like LMAO, I would assume, right? Now, in terms of looks, you get how it is with Epic 7, right? In terms of looks, she looks like a wife. Yes, 100%. But yeah, overall, the design is just a race car girl, which, hey, looks good, looks pretty fire, and I'm sure there are a lot of people who would go crazy for a character like this. And yeah, it seems you are a fire thief. I am gonna put my bets on this being a limited character because we just got the Yoha announcement. That's the ML. This should be the limited one. And hey, limited characters, they might actually shake up the whole meta. We see like freaking fire flat, right? Let's see something about fire. Usually fire characters that's limited, they're absolutely insane. All right, let's just see what she's all about though. Attack release imprint, I see. All right, no passive, by the way. I'm gonna get rid of my face cam. No passive. Ooh, all right. It's been a while since we had a no passive character.
I'm not the best person to be saying that.
Well, let's just move on and see what you're about.
SIGRET is a biker.
We're probably gonna see her being mentioned with the whole race car,
almost overnight.
Race cargo characters,
years
right?
of non-stop competition from a young age took their toll.
Actually, I'm not even sure if ML is from the same universe. I've not been tuned in and dialed in with E7, I won't lie. Oh, there we go. There's the LMAO. Like, they look at both of them together. That's... If I'm in the start of the racing line, I see these two, I'll probably stop my car just to enjoy the scene, right? Just ditch the race. I'm just there for these two ladies. Alright, here we go. Enough of gooning. More about text. So, hero introduction, we got a SIGRET. You have okay-ish attack. Not a lot of defense, which is obvious. Health not that high as well. Speed is on the higher end, but not exactly too high. Not really an opener speed. I guess you could force it to be, but who knows? 118. And then effectiveness as well. We've got 30%, so she might actually be like a really broken opener that if you can reach high speed, she's the best opener of all time. Some of them, we see from before, we have like Light Litica. Like, she was insane at some point, but she's not the fastest, right? That's her issue. But let's see if SIGRET's that type of character, or if she's just a damage dealer.
SIGRET is a 5-star
imprint release is attack, imprint concentration, effectiveness too. So she's gonna be a debuffer.
She has relative imprint concentration.
So let's just check her kit out now. We got skill 2. She does not have a passive. So let's say usually when you have a passive, the S2 will be like an extra turn into S3. I'm guessing. All right, I'm guessing. Let's take a read though. Skill 2 target lock. After dispelling all buffs from the enemy, has a 75% chance to inflict target. Just one target, huh? Okay. I would think, with their characters being so much more broken these days, you would inflict target, death break, passive seal, and everything under the sun. But alright, it's just a target. And you can increase with Molagora the chance of this happening to 100%. Makes all allies except for the caster attack with basic skill. What? Makes all allies except for the caster attacks with basic skill the moment you do skill 2. Who's broken with this? Let me think about it. Who the hell is broken with this? I don't even know who's broken with this. A lot of things. Anything, really. I think if you use this with like a Mortelix, you can randomly get a death break that's ignore ER because you have higher HP than the target, right? Who else has like insane as one? I guess like freaking even ML Ludwig could get the attack buff that way. Okay. And what else? Increase CR of the caster by 30%. 30%. So you need to take a turn with her and then she increases her own CR by 30. So I wouldn't think she's an opener is what I'm trying to guess, but who knows, right? First of all, one thing I know this, right? 10 sobered, ignore ER. That's pretty big. 10 sobered, ignore ER. Okay. Usually you would need 20. I'm pretty sure there's still a lot of characters right now. Takes 20 souls to get the ignore ER, but this one only only 10, but you only get to choose one target, right? That's fair enough. So I'm thinking, you know, if the enemy's going ML Arunka and you can only target Arunka, what you want to do is you want to Soberin this skill too. Get someone that could death break, maybe your own ML Arunka in arena, or maybe just a Mortelix, right? And get whoever else with good S1s, even say, what's her face? Freaking Freerun, maybe even Freerun, yeah, because you're holding the bug. Freerun goes with S1 follow up as well. Yeah, and then you just burst down a character. This is only the skill 2 though, right? There's more to come.
Chance with a basic target.
And also target, right? This is SETSUKA kind of counter, because you have a higher chance of hitting SETSUKA now. So yeah, they're like cracking down on evasion. I feel like a lot of the characters recently, they deal with evasion somewhat. I actually haven't seen what ML Yulha does. Been taking a break, but yeah, I don't know. I'll check it out later. Maybe she's also anti evasion.
For 2 turns.
Let's just check out the rest of this.
Except for the caster.
All right, so let's see what in the showcase what they're doing. They're showcasing SIGRET at 16k HP. Interesting. So I doubt your opener. And you're using her with Saria, with ML Teiyu, and Requiem Rowana. That's a really odd kind of team freaking lineup right there, I would say. But okay. How did you even get Death Break on everyone? Oh my god. I think that's probably from S3. Maybe your S3 is the AoE that gets a Death Break on. S2 is the one that chains everyone into like dual attacking with her. But yeah, let's just check out if it is dual attack though. Let's see. So you go S2. It's a non-attack skill. You target SETSUKA. SETSUKA, very annoying, always evading. And then you activate the S1 of Teiyu, and it's enhanced because Teiyu has a rage buff, right? So this definitely one-shots.
When Tin Soul is consumed, ignores.
And then it continues. When the character dies, you still continue with the S1. Saria goes next now and hits a random person, I think. Oh, but it doesn't go to Rowana? I would think Rowana also does S1, no? Did Rowana already do it?
Increases combat.
I don't think Rowana did it. Rowana didn't do it yet. Okay. Maybe they just haven't shown it fully. But there we go. There's the S3. I knew it. She dispels 2 buffs from all enemies before 70% chance to inflict fear and decreases CR. Where's the part where you death break? Is it from an artifact? That would be insanely annoying because you probably need to max LB it, yeah? But okay, 70% chance to fear. What's the maximum? That's 10, that's 20, that's 100% is the maximum. This thing is probably not quite so an opener. You can, but she's just not as fast. So you don't want to use her against other cleavers. They could just run out outspeed, you're dead. But if you're fighting slower players, this is like the fast control character that also can burst down your team as well. With the S2, right? S3 controls the whole team. S2 bursts down someone. I think this cracks down like slower teams for sure. She's designed to like deal with slower bruiser teams, especially with SETSUKA in them or anything with evasion, yeah. It also grants increased speed to all allies for 2 turns, and at the start of first battle, grants increased evasion for the caster for 2 turns. At the start of the first battle. So, this is essentially a passive, right? You don't have to use the S3 to get the evasion. So yeah, she is an evasion character too. So everyone just gets evasion now. Every character gets evasion now, I see. Interesting. All right, so if that's the case, you can probably even use her against some cleaves, right? If a Renat wants to S2, S3, at least you're not gonna just get hit by a Renat that easily, I guess. But then again, you're already fire, so in the end, doesn't matter. This evasion, I guess it's annoying. It is just annoying. Like, you don't know what to put on a character that makes them annoying, put evasion on. That seems to be what Smaug is doing right now. But alright, 4-turn cooldown, no Soberin on this though.
Flag of
and
victory.
No extra turns.
Dispels 2 buffs and it turns.
So let's say this S3 goes.
At the start of the first battle, grants increased evasion to the caster for 2 turns.
And you do get the evasion buff right here, like it's increased, right? I mean, yeah, the odds are increased. I mean, not odds are increased. You just get it. It's a passive. You get the evasion buff right there. Everyone gets speed buff right here. And it's a non-contact skill. I didn't expect that one. I thought it was an offensive skill. No contact fear. And this is good because no contact fear means, like, say, Fire Politis, if someone still even uses her, she cannot just, like, get rid of the fear and then proc the passive, right? I guess Celine could. What else does this, like, make it very annoying? Like, let me think about this. I guess mostly against Bruiser, right? It's just control. You can fear them. I guess you cannot fear, like, Mortelix. Pretty sure he's immune to that. But okay, at least this is non-contact. You don't have to touch like the Arunka, for example. You don't have to touch like the ML Ilanav as well. Because the issue with those is if you touch them, they just push themselves forward. Suddenly they're out of fear. When they're because fear is a roll of die, right? You can sometimes resist. I mean, you can sometimes cleanse off the fear instantly. So when a rune goer and Illuminov just get pushed up because you attack them with an AoE, they just cleanse their fear and then they cleanse with freaking Illuminov, and then you just don't have the CC. So this being non-contact is pretty fire in my opinion, and it pushes back. That's why they go with a Teiyu. It pushes back. Teiyu gets max fighting spirit. You get a push up. Wow. Okay. Well, still Teiyu. The moment there's a shadow politics, I mean, see phantom politics, you're screwed for sure. Same with the focus character, Saria, right?
Skill 1.
And then there's skill 1. Attacks the enemy with flag with a 60% chance to inflict silence for 1 turn. After attacking, if the target is inflicted with silence, you decrease the armor of the target by 25%. So she seems to be more of a supporting debuffer. Yeah? Supporting debuffer with buffs as well.
To inflict,
this shouldn't be too big of a damage, right?
The target.
Yep, there's not much damage at all. But you do push back. So you want a builder of high effectiveness, obviously. 100%. And here's the artifact.
Swift.
This increases evasion by 20, so she gets up to 70% evasion, right? Because with evasion buff, that's 50. With this, it's 70%. You don't have to max LB it. You get to 20, just like that. After an ally uses basic skill, has a 100% chance to increase the of the cash by 10. This artifact skill can only apply to one hero within the team. Okay. So assuming you proc it every time, your ally, you have 3 allies, right? You go S2. S2 boosts her own CR by 30. You have 3 allies. 3 allies does their own basic. So that's another 30. So you get a 60% CR push. You don't get another turn for free though, right? I don't think so. So unless you have a character like SETSUKA. I don't know if SETSUKA could like say trigger it once, trigger a basic once, proc it again off of this skill 2's effect. I think you could. But yeah, there's probably ways to make her just take a turn for free. Although I don't think that's that easy to do. Right, but most of the time I think it's better to just assume, okay, you'll get to halfway through the CR bar after you use your S2. All right, interesting. Oh, what the hell is happening here? Yo, relax. Okay, there we go.
With breathtaking speed.
All right, I want to see now. First of all, when do we get her? This is a limited character.
Never back down. Players will be able to meet Swift Flagbearer Sigret through the limited summon
November 27th in 2 weeks time. Okay. So I want to see this combat demo. So I thought this was a bruiser character. Nah, this is probably going to be a cleave character. But they're just fighting a bruiser team. That's why it's taking a bit. But all right, let's see. So they're fighting SETSUKA with Ruel, with the Lady of the Scale, the Lots. And yeah, Lots is annoying. Lady of the Scale's annoying as character, right? And SETSUKA in general, annoying as hell. Ruel after buff, very annoying too. So how do you counter this? Because they have immunity as well, and they have a Lady of the Scales that could just push yourself up and cleanse right there. What you do is you go SIGRET, you go S3 first, and you get the fear, yeah? So bam, there's the fear, and there's no artifact on the Lady of the Scales that could push herself up. I would think that's bad though, no? Because some people do put the one artifact, like whatever, it's either Eternus or the Lulucar artifact that pushes yourself up, right? I'm pretty sure. So some put them on Lady of the Scales, 100%. And if you do trigger that, then Lady of the Scales would now take the turn almost, I think. Would it? I think it doesn't, right? Lady of the Scales would just stay at around the same spot unless she resists. Either way, and yeah, you know what? That right there. I don't like this because of that right there. Teiyu pushed himself up. And then Lady of the Scales stole half of the CR. And not stole, but you know, she applied half of the CR to herself. She did cut, even without the Lulucar artifact, even without Eternus, she did cut. So now that she cut, you have the fear debuff, yes, but fear's not 100%, right? Maybe I missed a memo, but I'm pretty sure fear has a chance to get dispel instantly, right? So if Lady of the Scales right here woke up, did S3, you are probably still fine. You're still gonna win this fight, I'm pretty sure. Because, you know, you just death break with Teiyu and then just one-shot whoever. Actually, nah, you would just die. Nah, you'd be fine because you have Teiyu, right? But let's just see. So you take a turn to your Soulbird at S3, yes. And then you S1. I don't think you can kill anyone here. Except for the front line. But even then, the front line... Oh, you missed SETSUKA, baby. There you go. The front line's almost dead. Here we got Saria. Pretty sure Saria can kill, like, can do the rest, right? Because of attack, it will kill SETSUKA, I'm sure, but because you still have the damage sharing, though, yeah, you're not dead. No one's dead. Maybe the volume's a bit loud, but let me like turn it down. Here comes Rowana, S3. I want to see the S2. I want to see if Rowana does the S1 as well. So S3 comes in, miss on 2 characters. That's why SETSUKA's annoying. No one likes it. You did strip off the immortality. Here we got SIGRET again. Here's where you want S2. You S2, that targets SETSUKA because it's a multi-hitting basic effect, right? So this is the first hit from Taeyu. It's gonna kill the front line. That front line took 60k damage. That's insane. All right, you kill the front line because of the damage sharing, and then you have another instance of damage with the next basic, right? So here comes the basic. I think the animation from the basic means it's a dual attack. It's probably considered a dual attack. I want to say that, but it's probably not. I don't know, but it did have the activation animation of a dual attack, right? But it doesn't say it's a dual attack though, so I'm not sure if you could just like counter the dual attacks with say ML Serbia. Here comes Sara with the basic as well. Rowana doesn't do the basic. Isn't that weird? I will have to read her skill again later. But let's just move on and like, you know, wait until we finish this fight right here. I mean, there's probably not too much to see from there. Yep, there we go. I want to read this again. I thought you'd go with a basic from everyone. Let me check your S2 again. Makes all allies except for the catcher attack with a basic. Why didn't Rowana do her basic? Am I insane? Did I miss it fully? You S2, alright. Taeyu goes. That's 1. And then Sara goes S2. Where's Rowana? Am I crazy? Where's Rowana? Alright, let's see if the comments is mentioning something about that. I don't even think there's too much comments yet. Because like we are hella early this time. Didn't expect her voice to be this jolly. Yeah, I'm like, that's not the secret. I know. Like, goddamn. Oh, nice. She's gonna ignore res. I don't need effectiveness. Oh, her S3 devos don't have ignore res, so she needs effectiveness. Yeah, it's kind of weird in that regard. But I guess, you know, the sword is just a guarantee you don't care for the 15%. The 15%. Rest in peace, SETSUKA. Honestly, I'm glad to say that. Yo, everyone's glad. Trust me. Clones are not dead at this point. They just got blown to pieces, erased from existence. Omega lol clowns. I actually don't know what this term is, but it's probably, I don't know, is it a certain playstyle? So we're just naming SIGRET to a random person. Onto random person. I don't get it. I love her design. Yep, liking her liking her myself. Liking her S3 animation. Animation wise, E7 usually always crush it. Her S3's RNG. She thinks high effectiveness to successfully inflict fear. 100%. I mean, that's good. We don't want another ignore res 2-turn CC. Yeah, 2-turn is insane. If you can land a 2-turn is insane, but then again, it's a whole roll of die. I don't like it. I don't like it because it's a whole roll of die. The whole team could just cleanse themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because of fear, they could just all cleanse themselves. That would be stupid if that happens, by the way. Anyway, SIGRET's back. Oh yeah, she is. No wonder the target debuff was changed. Changed to what? Did it get changed? Did I miss something again? I thought target just increases the odds of you hitting a character, no? Maybe I'm wrong. Can't say anything. She's purely monster. This unit is for me. Limited summons, great. It's worth that I skip Sara and Flan. This unit looks mad annoying. It is annoying, 100%. We just needed to stop SETSUKA. They released her as the funniest thing of the month. We need more ice characters. She's alright. Her S3's kind of crazy to all ally attack. Does no one see the issue of the Rowana not attacking? Am I insane? I thought Rowana would attack. Everyone should trigger their basic. You can let me know in the comments if I missed something weird. But yeah, it makes all allies except the catcher. It's not except the catcher and Requiem and Rowana, right? That's so weird. I thought Rowana would attack too. And someone already died. Like, Taeyu killed 1. And then Sara killed... Sara didn't even kill another. Sara did not kill anyone. So we just didn't see Rowana attacking, no? I'm gonna check it one last time. Maybe I missed it. Here he goes. That's 1. 1 ally attacks. The second one attacks. That's Sara. And then Rowana just went on vacation. Like, what? Rowana has a basic. It's not on cooldown or anything like that. Basic ain't gonna be on cooldown, so... okay, I have no clue. So, yeah, you can let me know if you have a clue about that. But, final verdict. Do you want to pull this character? 100% you want to pull a character. It's a limited character. You 100% go pull that. Right? Is she good? I think she's mad annoying for slower players. Because it's a non-contact. It's a fear debuff. There's not a lot of characters out there that could just, like, say, oh, I can just get rid of the fear debuff. And, you know, especially with you being a non-attack skill as well. And you can dispel... Is it all buff? Let's check this out. Is it dispel all buff on S3? If it is, oh, hella annoying. Let's see. S3, where is it? There you go. 2 buffs from all enemies. So technically you can buff stack this. You can still counter it with buff stacks, right? So yeah, it's an annoying character where you have to like, it could be a win condition. If she lands everything on you and you have nothing to like deal with that, you're done. But then on the contrary, there are definitely still ways that she can be annoying for the user as well. I click S3, everyone resists, GG's. I click S3, I land some fears, but the fears just get cleansed, GG's. Unless I miss something again within like the 2 weeks that I'm not paying attention. Did fear get changed? I don't think so, right? But I'm pretty sure fear is still, you know, there's odds of it being cleansed. So yeah, it's RNG. It's a lot of RNG, I think. Unless I'm wrong somehow. I didn't watch like one update. Did they change everything? I doubt it, right? But you can let me know. I think you definitely want 1 copy, 100%. And yeah, it's a good character in general to just get rid of SETSUKA. More ways to deal with SETSUKA, W. Because I just hate it when whatever I do, SETSUKA just says, how about you miss that, right? How about you miss and you get rid of 85% of your damage because of the miss, yes? Hate that. Really hate that. So don't know if I like the fact that you also have evasion on yourself, right? So it's like, dude, you're not supposed to join the evasion gang. You're supposed to counter them and then, you know, be your own threat. But now you're your own threat with evading, and then you still counter the SETSUKA evasion. That is very much annoying, I think. So yeah, interesting character. I think she could be annoying. Don't know if she's gonna be broken yet, but so far 7.5, 8 out of 10. I think in terms of meta. In terms of looks, it's like a 9 out of 10 for me. But you can let me know what you think. And yeah, more showcases and everything coming. Once we get into the swing of things, we'll go back to some funner showcases. Hopefully some edits, some more creative stuff. But yep, follow the channel. That'll be all. Take care.